Olympic gold medalist Eileen Gu embraces SF roots, leads SF Chinese New Year parade celebrations. Freestyle skiing champion and international model Eileen Gu is preparing for a homecoming of a different kind as she steps into the role of Grand Marshal for the San Francisco Chinese New Year parade on Saturday. For the 22-year-old, the honor carries deep personal meaning rooted in her childhood and her connection to the city where she was born and raised. "I'm so excited. The San Francisco Chinese New Year parade is like none other," Gu said during an exclusive one-on-one interview with ABC 7 Eyewitness News anchor Kristen Z in the Mission District. "I grew up watching it, and the entire city knows what's happening, because the sound, the cheering, the sights, the smells, the brightness, it's really unparalleled." Gu, a three-time Olympic champion and six-time medalist who recently added 3 more medals at the Milan Cortina Games, said the Grand Marshal role is unlike anything she has done before. "This is a special thing to be Grand Marshal and be part of it," she said. Even with her reputation for fearlessness on the slopes, Gu admitted one part of her parade role makes her a bit nervous, lighting the ceremonial firecrackers. "A little bit? I'm sure there are safety precautions that I'm going to get briefed on," she said. "But yeah, first time handling explosives, I will say." Gu's ties to San Francisco run deep. She attended Catherine Delmy Burke School for K-8, and then San Francisco University High School, where she ran cross-country and track, played basketball, and developed a love for the city's trails and coastline. "San Francisco is such a special city, and I will not shut up about it to anybody who will listen," she said. She recalled attending the San Francisco Chinese New Year parade as a child, even meeting then-Mayor, now Governor Gavin Newsom. She highlighted running Hellman Hollow in Golden Gate Park from 6th grade through high school and still revisits the course for fun. "How many cities, major cities in the world, can you think of that have the incredible routes that the video offers?" she said. "There are so many hidden trails in there that I'm still exploring after all these years." Gu said the Chinese New Year has always been central to her family life, especially the time spent cooking with her mother and grandmother. "I remember growing up making dumplings with my mom and grandma here in San Francisco," she said. "My mom is the best at rolling them and making them super thin, and then my grandma was the best at packing those so full of filling. It's, like, impossible to believe how she got them closed." Her grandmother, who helped raise her, remains a guiding presence despite passing away while Gu was competing at the Olympics. "She and I were massively close, and I'm so grateful to have had the time that I had with her," Gu said. "She has this indomitable spirit, and I think that it's almost impossible not to live on with that spirit." Though born in the year of the sheep, Gu laughed when told she shares traits with those born in the year of the horse. "Energetic, yep. Restless, charismatic. Can't see that. Optimistic, quick thinking. Hopefully, confident. Probably the most hard-working when motivated. Definitely," she said. Gu, who has spent the past 2 weeks traveling across 3 continents, said her long-term goals remain centered on impact. "My biggest goal has always been making the greatest amount of positive impact on the global stage that I possibly can," she said. "At this moment in time, that takes the form of sport, fashion, and education." Olympic gold medalist Eileen Gu embraces SF roots, leads San Francisco Chinese New Year parade celebrations. The streets of San Francisco burst into vibrant color, rhythmic drums, and dancing lions as the city celebrated one of its most cherished traditions, the Chinese New Year parade. Among the thousands of spectators and performers, one figure stood out with pride, grace, and cultural significance: Olympic gold medalist Eileen Gu. Known around the world for her breathtaking performances in freestyle skiing, Gu returned to the city deeply connected to her upbringing to help lead the celebrations. Her presence symbolized not just athletic excellence, but also cultural heritage, identity, and the bridge between generations of Chinese-American history in San Francisco. A champion with deep San Francisco roots, Eileen Gu, often recognized as one of the brightest stars in winter sports, has always maintained a strong connection to San Francisco. Born in California to a Chinese mother and an American father, Gu grew up between cultures, languages, and traditions. Her childhood in the Bay Area shaped both her personal identity and her worldview. San Francisco's Chinese community, one of the oldest and most influential in the United States, played an important role in Gu's upbringing. From childhood visits to Chinatown to participating in cultural celebrations, She experienced firsthand the traditions and values that continue to shape the city's cultural landscape. For GU, returning to San Francisco for the Chinese New Year parade was more than a ceremonial appearance. It was a homecoming. Standing at the forefront of the celebration, she proudly embraced the community that helped shape her identity. The magic of the San Francisco Chinese New Year Parade. The San Francisco Chinese New Year Parade is widely considered one of the largest and most spectacular Lunar New Year celebrations outside of Asia. With a history spanning more than 150 years, the parade draws hundreds of thousands of attendees each year. Colorful floats glide through the streets of downtown, illuminated by lanterns and fireworks. Lion dancers leap and spin in energetic performances meant to bring good fortune. Traditional musicians fill the air with the sounds of drums, gongs, and cymbals, creating an atmosphere that blends ancient tradition with modern celebration. The event celebrates renewal, prosperity, and unity. Families gather along the parade route to welcome the new lunar year, honoring customs that have been passed down through generations. Having a global icon like Eileen lead the festivities brought renewed excitement to the celebration. For many spectators, especially young Asian Americans, her presence represented pride, inspiration, and possibility. A role model for the next generation, Eileen Gu's rise to international fame has been nothing short of extraordinary. At the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, she captured the world's attention by winning 3 medals, including 2 gold medals in freestyle skiing. Her daring tricks and confident style made her one of the most talked-about athletes of the Games. But Gu's influence extends far beyond sports. She has become a symbol of cultural connection and representation. As a Chinese-American athlete competing on the global stage, she represents the blending of identities in an increasingly interconnected world. Young fans watching the parade saw more than just an Olympic champion. They saw someone who reflects their own stories. Many Asian American children grow up navigating multiple cultures, languages, and traditions. Gu's success shows them that embracing all parts of their identity can be a source of strength rather than conflict. Celebrating heritage and identity. During the parade festivities, GU spoke about how meaningful